One is a picture of the treat home here in Tucson, how it looked before. Now it's, at one time it was made into a Chinese market, and now it's still considered the corner market. And she has a picture of that there for us, and then a picture of the treat home in Benson that some of us are going to try to see. So those are on this table. Those things, if you'll just look, we don't have copies to share, but we could get them available to you if you'll let me know. And on the other table that's closest to the door, there are some stacks of things. If you don't already have these, feel free to take them. But just take one, for a family group. If there's extra left over at the end, you're welcome to take them. But if you have other family that isn't here, you can always just duplicate them when you get home to share, if you wouldn't mind. One of the big stacks there is the descendancy chart that Cliff's wife, Marcia, spent hours putting together. Just so you know, while Cliff isn't here, I'll talk about him. He was really focused very hard on trying to get the histories written on San Ignacio. And he just didn't have time to do the update on the descendancy chart. And so it was written, 30 years ago when he had at that point. And so he was hurried because he wanted to get the history printed before he went in for surgery. So you'll see he has this big scar on the back of his neck. He just had it about a week and a half ago. And so his wife now has updated the descendancy chart for any one of you who submitted your information after we told you to do it, then it's there. And we'd like you to please look at the descendancy chart, and also I'm going to set out our family list that I've been working from. Would you please look and see if your name and the people that you know is on there and it's spelled correctly, and if it's not right, either I'll put another piece of paper next to it where you can correct it, so that I have it in the dark so I wouldn't wake up my mom. And I kept thinking of things, and I thought, oh no, another thing, and I get up and write it, in the dark. So I've got a few more pages here of things, but this is something I was going to do. I just didn't want to do it while we were waiting for the exhibit. And since Cliff is in here, I don't want to. If you see Cliff, I'll stop.
I will.
Okay. Because I can do this later.
Yeah, be nice to me. I think we're flexible enough that we can.
You're okay?
Roll with the punches, and so.
Okay, well then I'll just keep.
I think it really would be nice to wait for him.
All right, then I'll just keep making announcements. You're stuck with me for a few more minutes. Okay. Also on this page, back here on this other chart, one of the things that is there are we had 3 articles in the paper on our family. One in the Citizen and 2 in the Star, and I printed off copies. There's about 50 copies of those there. If you didn't get the originals, there are some copies there of all of those, and Marcia was nice enough to bring some copies there too, but some of you may want to just do certain things, and some of you, if you really feel brave, will just do the whole thing. And but it's going to require people who are willing to just hop in the cars, get to the place, look fast, jump back in the car, go to the next place, jump in, look fast, and head out. So if you want to just cover those 3 areas, some of us are going to attempt it. Others of you may just choose to go to, say, to Macockery and Tubac, and then revisit San Javier and come back. So you have your choice, but Teresa's going to get us organized. She did all that anyway. That's that line, and we're glad to have found them. And he was kind enough to put a book together for us to enjoy that has the Borges coat of arms, some miscellaneous information. It shows his pedigree chart and some of those things. We'll send this over here on the Just Book table too, so that you can browse through that when you have a moment, maybe lunchtime. Thank you for doing that. That was great. Also on that table, I thought back there that you can take and stick in with your history. At least I told you the tables on it, see what's there, but those are the main things I think that are over there. And again, on the descendancy charts, please make any corrections and give them to Cliff in writing today, tomorrow, while we're all together. because you'll go back and you'll rework that ascendancy chart. So if you're not there, or you know there's something you should be, or there's something wrong, please give them that information. You'll see there's several people around here on tape recorders. We've commissioned several people, and if any of you have tape recorders, how many of you have tape recorders? Okay, we have 1, 2, Benj, you don't have yours yet, but you're going to be assigned one. Chuck has it for you. They're going to be in your face. Anytime that you start to tell a story, don't tell it until you see a tape recorder. Okay? We want to capture these memories and these moments. So be sure that if you have a really great story that you tell when no one's when you're not on tape recorder, either find them, tell the story again, or write it down and give it to us, because this is where the history comes from that we pass on to our children. So share those with us, and we'll put those all together to share with you later. We have a ton of thank yous. Of course, how many of you are going to be with us on Friday evening in the school for the Chuck Wagon? We're going to have a family gathering time. Last night was just too crazy. We couldn't really get back together again once it started. Has been a dear man and been taking pictures. I told him I don't want to have to think about pictures. And he is a professional photographer, and he's been kind enough to just, I've seen him every place, and I just want to throw kisses at him every time I see him, because I know he's doing something I hate to do, and he's going to make those available for us afterward. So he will be able to get a big family photo if you don't want to have to everybody take transient pictures. Don't really need to do that. Okay, and that's it. One doesn't look good. The next one.
Yeah, babe.